What's up, guys? Hope you're all doing well, and let's continue this Halloween series of reviews. Last Sunday, I believe it was, I posted my review for Beetlejuice in a very similar fashion. But today, it's going to be a special video. It's going to be a blast from the past today. In 2014, 6 years ago, on Halloween Day, I posted 5 Halloween reviews in one day. And one of those films, if you've been watching me that long, was Sleepy Hollow. And I said, you know what, I want an opportunity to talk about this movie again. So I said, you know what, I'm going to talk about it here briefly and just show you guys the 2014 video. Instead of you going back and searching for it, that's right, I'm going to incorporate it into this video. So my thoughts really haven't changed for the movie. My rating stands, and you'll find that rating out pretty soon. But look, Sleepy Hollow it's possibly the ultimate Tim Burton movie. I think it won the Oscar for production design. It is a really beautiful looking movie. One of Danny Elfman's best scores. The music is just so haunting. You know, sometimes I just hear myself humming. You know, it's really good music. Johnny Depp, top 10 roles for sure here. His portrayal is Ichabod Crane, the quirky kind of, constable. I really love this movie. Is it perfect? No, but it's close, I think. I think that the story is a little predictable at times, but you want to know what? It's a fun ride. It's a really well-made ride. I got it on in the house right now, actually. I really just love to watch this not on repeat, but it's a very rewatchable film for me. But without further ado, let's get that blast from the past and see what my 2014 self has to say about this movie. And keep in mind, my thoughts and opinions are, of course, still very similar. So, younger me, take it away.
What's up, guys? This is the third out of the 5 Halloween reviews that I will be posting today. Okay, there is going to be 5. This is the third one, Sleepy Hollow. Tim Burton's Sleepy Hollow, starring Johnny Depp as Ichabod Crane. Now, if you guys saw this movie and you didn't like it, that's totally okay. But I'm a big fan of it, so here we go. I'm just going to start talking about it. I'm not going to lie to you. When I first even found out that this movie was even real and it existed, I was a little kid, and I could specifically remember my grandmother. I don't know if this was strange. She had the VHS of the movie, the tape, and she had it on her shelf. And every time I saw the cover, I would get scared, and I don't know why, but I would tell her, put it away, hide the tape. I don't want to see it. I don't want any part of it. So she would hide it. She would take it away, and she'd put it somewhere, and I don't know. But then I finally got old enough to actually watch the movie for the first time, and when I did, the first thing that actually captivated me about this movie was the score by Danny Elfman. I actually own the soundtrack to the movie, but that's not in this room, that's somewhere else. But I do own the soundtrack to this film, especially the main titles. The theme for the main titles, it's great music, I think. It's creepy, it's a great score, the instruments are used wonderfully, in my opinion, but yeah, so that's just my little review on the score of the movie. Great score by Danny Elfman, but the directing by Tim Burton, his vision for this movie it's so artistic, just the way that some of the sets look, and some of the character costume designs and everything that he had input in. I mean, if you saw his original sketches for this film, and the windmill, or just some of the houses or the bridge in Sleepy Hollow, just some of the stuff like that, it's really actually interesting to see, because once the film begins, it opens to a very dark scene. And there's a beheading, because that's what the Headless Horseman does. He kills people. If you didn't see the movie, I think it's not a spoiler, because it is the story of the Headless Horseman, and he cuts people's heads off. So if you didn't know that, sorry. But Ichabod in this movie, he's actually a constable. He's like a policeman, but not really a policeman, but he's a constable. So he gets put on this mission to go to Sleepy Hollow and investigate these murders. And he has no idea what he's even walking into. You know, when he gets there, Michael Gambon is in the film, and he's Baltus Van Tassel, and he's going to tell, you know, Ichabod the story of the Headless Horseman and, you know, what's been going on and what they believe to be this thing who's murdering people in the town. But, you know, Ichabod, he doesn't believe it. He says, "Murder means no ghost beyond the grave." Yeah, that's my Ichabod Crane impression for you. But, you know, as the film goes on, you know, more stuff starts to happen. And then maybe he's going to start to actually believe there is a Headless Horseman. What am I going to do now? You know, and as the film progresses, you know, as the story twists, and towards the end of the movie, the story, you know, twists, and everything about just the plot, it's really engaging and interesting. It's not just a simple, okay, your head's cut off, that's it. There's actually a nice story behind it that maybe you're not expecting. I sure wasn't expecting some of the things that happen to happen. Christina Ricci is in the film, and she plays Katrina Van Tassel, who's Baltus Van Tassel's daughter, obviously, and she's the love interest, you know, but she speaks. She is a very independent female. If you guys ever saw her in Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad, which I may be reviewing today as well, Katrina Van Tassel in that film is nothing like the Katrina we get in this movie. She's a very independent girl. Christopher Walken in this movie is I don't know. I think it's pretty entertaining. You know, I mean, with his sharp vampire-ish teeth, you know, and his kind of screaming "yeah, yeah" or whatever he does. You know, I think he does a fine job, or he did a fine job at that. You know, I think he made a fine Headless Horseman. But yeah, guys, overall, Sleepy Hollow, good Halloween film. Good film in general, great performances, great direction. You know, just maybe one of the gripes, or the only gripe that I actually have about it, is it doesn't necessarily slow down, but in the middle of the film, things, as the story progresses, you know, as the plot thickens, the film kind of slows down a little bit in the middle. It slows down just a tad, but then it goes off. And it's great. But my rating for Sleepy Hollow is 4.5 out of 5 stars. If you guys didn't see Sleepy Hollow, I recommend you go out to see it. Get the DVD, get the Blu-ray, whatever you got. Go watch the movie and then comment. What do you think about it? Did you ever see it? Do you plan on seeing it?
And how about that, guys? Whew, man, that brings back some memories. I don't know what happened to me was for the better or worse, but regardless, yeah, that's my thoughts on Sleepy Hollow. 4.5 out of 5 stars. And before I get out of here, I just want to, I don't think I've ever done this on the channel before, but I have memorized a monologue from the movie, which I will recite to you guys very shortly. In 8th grade, I believe it was, in high school, I was in a theater and drama class, which was mandatory, and you had to pick a monologue to recite to the class for like a project. And she handed out a paper with a bunch of monologues on it, and I said, no. I don't want to do one of these. I want to do the Sleepy Hollow one, because I basically already had it memorized. Don't know why. I'm a weirdo like that. But, yeah, I got 100. I was the only one in the whole grade to get 100. Because I don't know. I guess the teacher liked me. But, without further ado, of course, the Four Town Elders. Now I see what parts you had to play. Reverend Steenwick knew the secret because he performed the marriage. Dr. Lancaster attended the pregnant woman. Magistrate Phillips gave protection of the law. And Notary Hardenbrook concealed the documents, which had been entrusted to Van Garrett by his faithful servant. The 4 conspirators drawn into the plot. But I have not finished, sir. First, the Van Garrett's father and son slain by a horseman raised from the grave to chop heads. Now up pops a widow with a claim and a fortune. Off with her head. But murder begets murder. It was the servant, Jonathan Masbeth. The night father and son quarreled over the new will. Jonathan Masbeth was summoned upstairs to bear witness. Here is his signature. I'm afraid it was his death warrant, young Masbeth. The horseman came for him. came for him at the bidding of someone who had power over him, someone who dug up the earth in the western woods and stole the skull, the missing head, which must be restored to the horseman before he will return to hell. Someone who would stand to gain or lose a fortune. None other than Van Gerrit's next of kin, Baltus Van Tassel. And with that, we're gonna close this one up, guys. If you like what you're seeing here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. You can follow me on Twitter at RyanKing72, Instagram at KingOfRises131, and occasionally I do some Twitch streams for who knows what game. But, yeah, so that's also King of Rises 131. If you need correct spelling, all that's in the description. But, yeah, guys, that's about it for me. Thanks so much for watching this review, and until next time, over and out.